and welcome to my guide. The purpose of this guide is to teach you how to train troops while playing Golden Age at AreaGames.com. Training troops is really easy as long as you've already built your city square. At the city square, you will see how many recruitable soldiers you have to train. You may notice that this city has an extra building here that's not familiar to you. The layout of this city is for the Knights faction. The Knights Templars have an offensive advantage, so the arena gives them extra recruitable soldiers that replenish weekly on Fridays at 12 p.m. Click your city square to see how many recruitable soldiers you have to train. Currently, I have 134 recruitable soldiers. You'll also see that I've recruited 500 this week. If you see a number here, that means that you've gone to this button and selected that you want to purchase soldiers that did not replenish by themselves that Friday. Purchasing soldiers is kind of costly, but how much you spend usually depends on whether or not you've already recruited soldiers. If I hadn't already recruited soldiers, then the price that I paid for extra recruitables would be significantly lower. Once you confirm that you have recruitable soldiers, then you can check your resources, and if it looks like you have enough, you want to select which troop you want to train. The buildings that use recruitable soldiers to train different troops are the fort, the knight stable, the arsenal, the archery range, the scout camp, the barracks, and the cloister. The fort you will only see in your main city. That's the city that has this little crown. The fort is where you train archons, and archons are used to build new cities. At the knight stable you train cavalry, at the arsenal siege units, archers at the archery range, scouts at the scout camp, infantry at the barracks, and mages at the cloister. Knights tend to have an advantage with cavalry, so I'm going to show you how to train troops by training some cavalry units. Inside the training facility, you'll see which types of troops you have available to train. If the troop has orange writing, that means that you've already learned how to train that troop. If it's gray, it means that you haven't learned the skill necessary to train the troop. In order to train the troop, select train, and then simply just either move this button, or you can type in manually how many you want to train. It will show you how much of each resource it will take to train the troop, as well as how much time you should expect to wait in order to get those troops. You will also see how many recruits you will need to train. Note that this number is not the same as the quantity that I'm training. That's because Wind Wings, a cavalry offensive unit, have a population count of 2. That means for every 1 troop I train, I use 2 recruitable soldiers. Select OK to begin your training. You also have the option to train extra troops. These troops will be weighted here in the Wait for Train section. If you find that you have extra resources, or if you just don't think you'll be able to come back to train troops continuously throughout the day, then you can set up a training queue of however many troops you want to train. You can cancel these at any time, but note that if you cancel troops from training, then you will not get your resources back. So only cancel if it's absolutely necessary. Lastly, if you find that you might not have enough coins to recruit soldiers, but you really want to get extra recruitables, then you can go to your refuge and see if you have any troops that you really don't need to buy back. These troops can simply be dismissed, and the population count for them will be returned to your city square. That's all it takes to train troops. It's really easy and really fast, and something that you should do pretty continuously throughout the day. I hope you have fun leveling, and I hope the guide was easy to follow. Thanks for watching, and see you around.